It's not joke.
Today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court day, the 18th of June, Wednesday, 2025. And today you are in for a shocking court session. When I told you that we are not wasting our time here, when I told you that all the efforts we are making here will not go in vain, some people thought we are joking because something happened in court today. And I'm telling you, you will not believe. And I will say it clearly. Can you imagine that the American government sent delegates to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court? Do you believe it? This is a huge victory. A huge victory for the campaign we have been doing on this channel, calling out people we are supposed to call out, because we have been calling out these governments, the UK, the US, and now the US has listened to us and has sent delegates to the...
My wonderful people, welcome to Global Adjournment TV, where we bring you the latest happening around the globe. Yes, we told you that this 2025 we are in is going to be very hot. For those who say they will not do, they must agree by force. Yes, please, my people, come and watch this video. As I watch about to watch video, please do well and watch video to the very end of it. Yes, as you are watching, spread this video, share it for all over the world. Share this video so that other people will say, yes, oh yeah, let's go in there and watch it on phone. Don't go anywhere. Let's watch it.
Delegates, I will do that especially in another video. For today, we are focusing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case and exactly what went on in his trial. Let's start with the entrance of the court. As you can see, the court is ready for him and everything is prepared. Definitely that is the American delegates, well seated, prepared for prepared to come and see if those things that they are hearing is actually true, if they are really mass witnesses, or if they are forging evidences. Let us come for ourselves and see, because there is a guy named Chinedu on Direct on the Sports that always say that thing. So let us go and see in this court so that he will not attack us again. Oh, we are here, Chinedu, Direct on the Sports. Chinedu, we are here in the court. Oh, please, oh. He's well. Our voice is global. They are hearing us. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of why we are here. On a lighter note, as you can see, the court took a different dimension today, with the mass witnesses and the prosecution, having had a field day on the last day, felt that today was going to be another day for them. Little did they know what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers had in hand. And also, little did they know for these little surprises that made it very difficult for them to do what they planned to do. So now, I'm going to walk you through the transcript of exactly what transpired in the court today. And you will be shocked by the twists in between this trial that will leave you spellbound. So as always, I used to say, if you are cooking food, just leave this video and go and finish the food, or bring it down from the stove and watch this video to the end, because you can't skip it. If you are washing clothes, if you are running an errand, anything you are doing, it's time to stop and watch this video to the end. Like this video, share, and if you're new, turn on notification and click on the bell that says all. Let's go. The court session began with both the prosecution and the defense teams introducing themselves. The presiding judge confirmed that the hearing will continue from where the cross-examination stopped during the last sitting. As the masked witness had not yet completed his testimony. Then the prosecution counsel, which is the federal government lawyers, started the day by asking the masked witness, this question. He asked, was Benjamin Madubugu detained in Abuja? The masked witness replied, yes, both Benjamin Madubugu and Nnamdi Kanu were taken to the DSS together, sir. But Nnamdi Kanu admitted in front of us that he was the one in the video and he cleared Benjamin of any involvement. Okay? So the prosecution tried to bring another evidence to the judge, as they always do, which you remember. But today, the judge firmly rejected some of the documents, presented by the prosecution. And he was very, very furious, and he didn't like that at all, because they've always been doing it. And I've always said on this channel that Omotosho needs to stop admitting all this evidence they bring every week to stall this trial. And I've always told the lawyers to also object these things they do. But thank God that today Omotosho personally said no. He specifically said this: these courts cannot rely on these exhibits. They were obtained unlawfully without allowing the defendants access to a lawyer during the interrogation, as I have told you before. So following that rejection of the documents, by the presiding judge, the prosecution brought another, document now from the NBC, which is the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. Then the prosecution started asking the witness again these following questions. He asked, "Can you identify this document?" The masked witness answered, "Yes, NBC came over to examine the transmitter at the DSS headquarters, sir, after Nnamdi Kanu brought in the transmitter, sir." Then the judge now said this to the defense team after they had said that. The judge, Omotosho, now said, "Does the defense team have anything to say with regards this document from the NBC?" The defense now answered, "We have no objection to the NBC report that the prosecution intends to tender to this court, your lordship." Having said that, then the courts now admitted the NBC report as an exhibit, to the court to be used as evidence. Then the cross-examination continued. The prosecution, which is the FG lawyer, proceeded to ask again, "What do you have to say about the transmitter?" Then the witness answered, "Based on my physical observation, sir, it is understood that the equipment was intended to be used for broadcasting, sir. Also, before importing a transmitter into Nigeria, you must first obtain approval, but it wasn't approved, sir." The prosecution asked, "Who is the owner of the transmitter?" The witness answered, "I can confirm that the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, is the owner of the transmitter, sir. I would like you to go to Vanguard publication of July 3rd, 2023. You will see more details, sir. You will see more details in the news there." The prosecution, the federal government lawyer, asked, "If you see the Vanguard publication, would you recognize it?" The witness answered, "Yes, sir. I will, sir." So the defense counsel objected to this. They said, "Objection, my lord." He objected to the tendering of this newspaper publication. But the judge overruled this objection, and marked the publication of newspaper as exhibits. The judge said, "No, I am going to admit this evidence from the newspaper." Let's go on. Then the federal government lawyers asked again, "What do you think about the attack on the Owerri prison?" And the witness answered, "Nnamdi Kanu authorized this prison break and attack." The prosecution asked again, "Can you please explain your role as a law enforcement officer?" Then the witness answered, My responsibility, sir, is to gather information and report it to my boss. Some of my responsibility include raiding of camps, and I raided the ESN camp. During one of my raids, sir, I saw human heads, human bodies, sir, and I also saw ESN members eating human bodies. Oga, past witness, you were coming to raid a camp, and they were sitting down eating the bodies, and you were coming, you knock on the door and you open, and they say, welcome, see also we are eating human body, can you join us? Then you said, no, thank you. All this one you said there, I think it's just to impress those American delegates that came. He want to turn it to emotional blackmail. He want to sound emotional and portray Nnamdi Kanu as a cannibal and destructive to win case. But unfortunately, you don't even know why they are there. They play. Let's go on. The prosecution asked, which is the federal government lawyers, asked him again, were you able to locate Onyami? The witness answered, no, sir. We have not found Onyami. So note, the prosecution has moved now to read the presumed statements written by Onyami in the so-called publication on the newspaper. Now, the prosecution is reading it before the court. In that publication that he's reading in the court, Onyami claimed that IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu ordered him to unalive 2,000 people through his superior, which he succeeded to take down 30, which he regretted. So now, the last time, he said he ordered you, and you have direct channel to Nnamdi Kanu, that you have a radio connection and direct line to Nnamdi Kanu, where he gives you orders. Now you are now saying he ordered you through your superior. We'll keep fact checking you one by one. This one already, if you watched my previous video where I exposed it, where Onyami said, you will hear what he said clearly, that he has direct access to Nnamdi Kanu. Now, he's saying that it's through his superior. All this is because he does not have evidence to prove the channel of communication in case the court ever asks. Do you understand? Let's not go too much. Let's keep on going. Let's go on. So at this point, there was a little break. And during this break, something happened. But first of all, I want to pick two lies already, two stories that don't corroborate, of which I've already told you before the court reconvenes again in this past few seconds of pause. We are going to fact check what this witness said. Among many, one of the allegations against Nnamdi Kanu that was tried to use to indict or kind of link him with Onyami was that, Onyami claimed to have direct communications with Nnamdi Kanu. Direct. Google the word direct. You know what it means. He claimed, I'll read for you exactly. He claimed to have had regular contact with Kanu himself, sometimes through voice messages, relaying instructions on assassination enforcement and mystical practices. Juxtapose it with today now. He's now saying that Nnamdi Kanu is ordering him through his superiors. In fact, I don't think I'm putting myself with this. But what we are seeing so far is people who are jittery in court. They are jittery because they have seen that they are clear observers in the court. You see that there are observers in the court who are watching everything going on. And if you are coming there to play, they know the proper workings of a court. They know the proper workings of a criminal procedure and prosecutions. So that's why they are there. And the prosecution are under pressure to put up a good showing so they don't appear as if they are who we actually say they are until the observers can go. But unfortunately, they are still not aware that the observers have been watching these proceedings. So that's why they are trying to find, a secret trial. The same thing they want to do. So far you can see that this is a proper demoralization of the prosecution today. Demoralized. God is good. God is good all the time. There is nothing they can do. Nnamdi Kanu is heading for victory. Nothing they can do today. Today was a pure victory for Nnamdi Kanu. And I think that the days coming by with this intervention from the foreign bodies, if those other ones that were calling out here can humble themselves and also, come into that court, I'm telling you, just with a phone call alone, a phone call, Nnamdi Kanu will leave that prison. That is the truth. The man that did Binance, that Nigerian government was keeping, how did he leave a Nigerian prison? Was it not a phone call? Simple phone call from White House. Release him. And Tinubu released him. That's why. These foreign bodies that fight for justice and human rights, it's very important that they play their role in this case so that Nnamdi Kanu can have his freedom. Let us continue with the case. The court has reconvened, so let us continue with the case. So the prosecution proceeds to ask the witness, few other questions of which the witness definitely, couldn't answer properly, and there was a little delay again, and the judge, seeing that there were observers in the court and the American delegates were in the court, decided to adjourn the case for tomorrow, and he decided otherwise than proceeding to the case again today, and felt that it would be wiser to adjourn the case for tomorrow, which is 19th, and also next tomorrow, which is 20th, because as you remember, he promised an accelerated trial. That is exactly what he's trying to give. So this case actually will continue tomorrow. Wow. For those of you watching me around the world, America, Britain, France, Austria, Denmark, Germany, UK, Netherlands, Japan, Korea, in fact I can't name it all, Ghana, lots of countries, I can't name them all. I really appreciate you all for always tuning to my channel every day, every time, because as you know, we're giving raw truth and raw facts here as usual. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully we'll continue dishing out exactly how it is in the court. What I just want to add is this: the federal government knows very well that it is playing games with Nnamdi Kanu. It's very obvious and very shameful that at this point, they don't understand the writing on the wall. Because they are blind, they can't see. Look around the country, everything is falling apart. Wisdom should have told them that it is time to do something differently before it gets too late. Before it leads to an uprising or a crisis. Because Nigeria is just a protest away. Just a protest away. It's only God. I don't even know how that country is still standing to today. keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison till today should be the last thing Nigeria wants. So I'm calling upon those in charge once again, release Nnamdi Kanu now.